Hello and welcome to the database channel. My name is Simon Selin, and today I'm going to show you how to deploy ArgoCD and utilize Argo Workflow as a deployment within ArgoCD. So you can use that as a baseline for further um, development of native Kubernetes orchestration. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so what is ArgoCD? Well, ArgoCD is a declarative GitOps continuous delivery tool for Kubernetes. And unlike external continuous delivery tools that only enable push-based deployments, ArgoCD can pull updated code from GitHub repositories and deploy it directly to Kubernetes. So what do I mean with this? Well, this is just, the official documentation of ArgoCD. But the whole thing with GitOps is that you have your source repo with your infrastructure or application. In this case, it can be either both. And you want to run this on Kubernetes. So what you might do if you don't have GitOps or ArgoCD is that in that repository you will have a CI/CD pipeline, and it will run some form of kubectl apply on your cluster. Essentially, we can establish that that's push based. So that means that every time you're doing a change in your Git repo, you need to go make that commit, push it, and then the pipeline runs, and then it deploys. Well, in Argo CD, it works a little bit differently. You might have your external repository, you develop your code there, you push a commit. The difference is that the CI/CD pipeline of that repository is not going to deploy the infrastructure to Kubernetes. You're going to have Argo CD being running separately, and it's going to pull from that Git repo and pull the changes and deploy it automatically, instantly. And you can obviously set up different types of rules around this. So later on in this video, I'm going to show you how to deploy Argo Workflow, which is not the same thing as Argo CD. Argo Workflow is strictly just an orchestrator for jobs. So we're going to deploy the infrastructure of Argo Workflow with Argo CD. We're going to make changes in terms of adding workflows, and Argo CD is going to pick them up automatically. Great. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head out to the Datapanes Argo CD Kubernetes repo that I have prepared. And here you will find everything you need to be able to deploy to your local machine, but it will also work in a real cluster. Um, you might need to do some modifications though to do that. But they would be very minor because I'm running all of these. I'm going to deploy this locally on Docker Desktop. And from my experience, when I develop things locally in Docker Desktop Kubernetes, they are very similar to real life deployment. However, you can also use Kind or Minikube, etc. It will work there as well. It's just that I'm using Docker Desktop. Okay, so what is it we need? Well, we need to pull down this repo. And once we pull down that repo, we can build stuff. So inside this repo, there's a couple of things to think about. So there's a very well-defined README, and it will explain everything you need to do to make this happen. And at the end of it, we will end up with a UI which we can port forward, and we can log in to that. So let's do that straight away. Okay, so here we are in a fresh console. I'm inside the repository. So I'm just going to quickly check here that I'm going to show you that we have nothing running here in any shape or form that could, we're going to do it from scratch. Okay, so the GitHub repo that I just showed you on the GitHub, I'm just going to follow the README here now. So the first step is to export this Helm experimental OCI. And why do I do that? Well, since I'm running locally and I'm running with kind of the latest of the latest, this was something that came up in the logs of ArgoCD telling me to do this. So I'm just following instruction. Okay. Then I have a pre-made command, a make command, which will go. Oh, sorry, not yet. Here I'm just going to add the repo. I happen to have this added before, just a Helm repo. So we're deploying this through Helm. I'm going to do a double check which version we have. So this one is 761. Okay, great. Now I'm going to jump and deploy the core ArgoCD component, which is this make file. So if I just show you what the make file looks like, right, you can see here that deploy local ArgoCD is going to go in and it's going to pick this file. So I also have applications. I will explain this later on. What this is. We're gonna look at the Argo workflow explicitly later, but here you can see that the core. So I have this thing here with tools, Kubernetes, local, core. Okay. Here we go, value, sorry. So this is literally a replication, or I've just copy pasted the values file for ArgoCD for Helm. And then there's a couple of things that I can set here and don't set here. But this essentially is just the default settings. I've added everything in here to make it as clear as possible what I'm using. So you can go into the GitHub repo and look it through yourself. So I'm going to run this. Okay, so now it's going to pull all the images and stuff like that. And again, you can just go out to the GitHub repo to see what I've done here. But what I like to do is I like to create make files because it simplifies and streamlines deployments. So if I run this and you do it yourself, I know that you're going to run exactly the same thing as me, aka it's going to work. Okay. The second thing is we need to get the password for this UI. So in this case, I'm just running locally, so it doesn't matter that you can see it. It will change every time I deploy it. I run this port forward. I'm going to go grab this, and we're going to head out to the UI real quick. Okay, so when I head out to localhost 8080, I just need to go in here and say that it's safe. Once this loading, I get into the main page. It will tell me to log in. So here now, it will be admin by default, and then we enter the password that was created at deployment time. We log in, and now we're here. And that's that's it. Now ArgoCD is up and running, and here you can see the version. And we can have a quick look how it looks under the hood. Okay, so now I'm just going to have a quick look what we're looking at, right? So here now I can do kubectl, get pods, and Argo. Oh, sorry, ArgoCD. Okay, so here we go. So ArgoCD is a pretty simple architecture. It has an application controller. It has a Redis, and it also has a REPL server and a server itself. And also this deck server, which is something that comes with it. I'm not exactly entirely sure what this is doing. But anyway, the point here is that you might have worked with similar tools, or the easiest way for me to say this is that ArgoCD runs natively on Kubernetes. So all this stuff that's going on under the hood as things get deployed, they get deployed in Kubernetes. So this interface of ArgoCD is very lightweight. There's not much stuff going on because it's utilizing the power of Kubernetes as is. And that's what I like about it. I like that it's not an orchestration on orchestration, or a framework on top of a framework. It's the bare minimum lightweight setup to orchestrate your Kubernetes deployments in a GitOps way, which is great. So now let's jump into the Argo workflow and deploy Argo workflow within ArgoCD, and then I can show you how it works. Okay, so here we are again on the GitHub repo of Datapain's Argo workflow. And in this repository, essentially, there is some examples. I have another video where I run Spark. I orchestrate Spark jobs through Argo workflow. But essentially, here it is pretty straightforward. So what we're going to do is, we want to set up Argo workflow. We want to utilize it, and then we want to run stuff on it. However, an interesting caveat here now is in this repository, this is actually not using ArgoCD. This is just, the core of the core. This is the setup. So right now, this is just one big file. And the reason why this is one big file is because I've gone into the official Argo workflow documentation. I grabbed out the deployment. I've then done some modifications to the service account roles to be able to give access to other namespaces, etc. I could not get this working in the official helm chart of Argo workflow, but that doesn't mean that we can't use it. So this is just for development purposes, obviously, but it's a good baseline to start with. So this is the repository. This holds, like I said, Argo workflow itself, the definition, but it also has all the actual workflows of jobs that we want to run. So how do we do this then? Well, actually, what we need to do is we need to head back to the ArgoCD repo, and I will show you how we now make that GitOps links, so it will make perfect sense to you. Just hang on with. Okay, so as you can see, I'm back to the GitHub repository, and as I mentioned, inside this repo, we have tools, Kubernetes local, applications, Datapain's Argo workflow. Okay, so let's head into that. Tools, Kubernetes local, applications, data panes, Argo workflow. Okay, so here we have the application. Well, what is this? Well, now here's where the interesting part comes to play. So here you can see this is the CRD definition in ArgoCD to pick up the deployment file from the other repo. So in this repository, we have the source, which was what I just showed you a minute ago. So the repository where I have defined the Argo workflow setup. I say that this file, the values file for, not values file, the deployment file of the setup itself exists in this repo under this path and under target revision main. So essentially main branch. I then say that the sync policy should be automated and prune true. That means that every time a change happens, it's going to prune and deploy it. We have some other things here, other settings. For example, if the namespace doesn't exist for this application, in this case, Argo workflow, it's going to force create that namespace. And in this case, I'm calling it Argo. And we're going to, the destination, like I just hinted here, it's going to go to the Argo namespace on my cluster, on my local Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Well, let's have a double check in this README. So I actually have the setup right for Argo workflow. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a secret. So ArgoCD will need a secret to be able to go and pull, the changes from the GitHub repo. So what you need to do, right, is you need to go take my repo, fork it, go to the other repo, fork that as well, and then you can align this to your own setup. So what I'm going to do is I have this since before. So I'm just going to put this in. Okay, can have that. Go. Go. I'm being a little bit annoying. So here I'm linking my secret to the repo. So I create the secret. I have an automated thing to do this. So now if I do kubectl get secret and ArgoCD, I can now see here that here is a secret that is created. And this is a part, right? If you deploy this in a real cluster, you would need to automate this specific piece. You do this once, and then you never do it again, essentially. Okay, so that's the first thing we do. The second thing we do is we then run this make command that will go and deploy this. So the app name is Argo Workflow. So this is essentially just in the folder path. And this is the repo name. So in your case, if you forked it, you would just change the name. We run this. Okay, now stuff is happening. I'm just going to check here what's going to happen. Stuff should happen. So let's go and look in the UI of ArgoCD. Okay, so now we can see that this is deploying. So it's almost done. The sync is there, and it's just checking the app health. So what we can do is we can port forward this and access the UI. So let's do that real quick. So now you can see here that I ran a kubectl port forward of the service. So if we double check the pods here, kubectl get pods and Argo, it's now all up and running, and ArgoCD is also up and running as expected. So now ArgoCD has deployed the Argo Workflow, which has its own server, and Argo Workflow utilizes a minio and a controller. And again, it's super lightweight. It's utilizing the orchestration of Kubernetes itself to orchestrate jobs. Okay, so now let's head out to the UI and have a quick look. Okay, so here we are. So this is essentially Argo Workflow. I am not going to bother about this thing. I do not care. Some improvements. Okay, good stuff. And here we are. Right now we have nothing running. But now we can submit jobs. So I have a perfect video for this where I'm running a Spark application through this. So I recommend you to go and check that video out. There will be a link at the end of this video after the like, comment, subscribe, where you can go directly to that video. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope it helps you and that you can utilize this. Remember, I will put the GitHub repositories in the comments so you can go and try this out for yourself. Have a great day, and see you next Sunday, or potentially the next one after that. I'm not sure, but have a good day.